Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll begin going here in just a moment. For a little bit more of the War of the East here. Which is going to be fun. We did finally get into turn 2. I know some people will be rather shocked by that, actually. And I think I'm probably fairly shocked myself. It's a long time coming, but we're finally there. We'll have some fun with it, right? Okay, let's get this up. There we go. Awesome. So we'll pick up from where we left off. So of course we are going to have to, let's see. Now we were quite lucky, quite fortunate in the fact that we did actually manage to secure the border over here, so we did actually manage to get these pockets. So we have that going for us. What we need to do now then, is we also need to get the rail lines moving. So I think we'll start with the rail lines to begin with, really. It's never a bad spot to actually go with. We take a look at the rail lines over here, so you can see that we do have Rastovsk over here, which actually does have a rail line, which is very important. And we do have Beyond over here as well. We do have, obviously, over here as well. The issue is going to come down to the amount of fuel in the Panzer divisions over here. I do have Minsk within sight, essentially. We do see some forces out here. We do see a bit of a build-up over here on this line over here, which is not too surprising. At least by having another Panzer group to the north, I might be in a position to actually try to drive through towards Vitebsk and then potentially flank over here to Smolensk, and then beyond there onwards to Moscow. It might be we take it at a little bit more of a measured pace, and actually look towards actually encircling and destroying elements of the Red Army first. I had a few suggestions actually about, rather than heading to Riga and actually marching up this way with the Panzer divisions, driving up this way, but eventually, essentially driving straight on towards Pskov. And I can respect that, but I still think it's worthwhile to take Riga. You do gain the supply there, which is worthwhile. You get that chance to resupply, which is not too bad. And it also does allow you to begin to build the rails up here pretty quickly as well. It's just one of those. I think it is both worthwhile considering. Both definitely have their merits. Right, let's see. I'm very much looking forward to one of these two, though. Can't wait for that. There we go. It's been good now, actually. I've had quite a few people actually ask, well, when's the next episode? It's really humbling. Hey, Duvet Purge, good to have you, my friend. How are you feeling today? I moved a little bit more than I wanted to there, but that's okay. And so is the thing you got to watch for there. I love the fact that I can actually move up here pretty rapidly. That's so great. Okay. See, I might have been better off taking that rail line there. But I like this one, it's a little bit more central, so I can move straight up to this line here and onwards from there. It's again the campaign with the magical South Podge. Yeah, exactly. Right. God, I love how far they can move. So we're at the limit of our movement now, but that's incredible. I mean, you look at that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a whole lot of rail line that's actually going to be converted next turn. That is so good for us. How you doing there, Connor? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, I'll do the little wave. Eventually in the future, when I do get my own place, I will have like a little studio set up, which would be kind of cool. I'd like to get all the books and stuff right behind me, so that'd be awesome. Like to actually have them available whenever I liked. But I probably would get a webcam about that point, so I would be able to wave back, which would be nice. I'm sure people might potentially appreciate it, or even small children might be afraid. So, multiple aspects to take into consideration there. All good, right? Okay. So, we have the rails moving up over here. There's not much in the way of actual problems here. If I take a look at the actual panzers, they have not a dramatic amount of fuel. It might actually be able... We haven't done the air reconnaissance as of yet. How you doing there, Erkkijuusto? Good to have you, my friend. What I might consider actually doing here is actually doing a HQ build-up, potentially, to actually get all that fuel into Riga. Well, actually get it into the panzers over here at Riga. I mean, we're only about 60% in that. There's a bit of a problem there. We do have the fuel in the actual HQs, it's just actually getting it out there. 60% there. Yeah. We might consider a HQ build up here, so we can actually then drive on towards Pskov with a decent amount of actual fuel in the Panzer divisions. That would be potentially worthwhile considering. We do have 66 admin points this turn around. I mean, this is it. We do have a little pocket over here. There's probably some units in here that reconnaissance might very well pick up on. But we'll be in a good position then to drive onwards there. What I'm going to do here then is make that quick save, just in case. Quite the requirement there. So how is everybody doing today, Ben? How are you guys? You had a good day? A good evening? Depends on whereabouts you're from, actually. So we're going to go ahead and run our reconnaissance. Obviously, we could do more manual reconnaissance, but we'll get a little bit of reconnaissance going first and foremost to the AI. Yes, it does. The issue is we would rather there not be a later. That's the one to take into consideration there. I absolutely do agree about the truck usage, but this is it. We're going to try and make the best use of it. It does make me wonder, because I think technically it's considered as a railhead here with the port, but we'll see. And we do have the ability to move on here. We could obviously march some distance there, well, drive some distance. The issue is I want to have enough fuel to actually be able to push on here. But as bad as it is for us, at least we have been able to gain access to the amount of fuel that was in Riga. We do have a port there at Riga, which is good. Rail network 91%, interesting. I do need to go ahead and actually read upon how it actually works regarding the ports again, but I'll have to do that in the near future, really. So, yeah, we're not in a bad position. I mean, even down here, you're not going to get much in the way of fuel. These guys over here, then, we do have 94, 9488 there. So we do have a little bit more to work with. These guys have 93. So I can still drive up over here, actually. We can see that actually try and go for some sort of defense over here. At least by securing this position here to the south of Pskov, actually, could give us a potential position to dislodge, or really just to possibly flank their positions there. But it's awful terrain. Probably not something I really want to go for. We do have we do have the infantry to move out that way. The first part really of any turn is just really taking a look at the actual strategic overview, really get an idea of like, right, this is what we want to do, this is what we're doing, this is what we want. So, let's see, we do have those rail constructions. I do have the ability, and I think what we're going to do is actually take all like the super heavy artillery and all the like exceptionally heavy artillery, and have it moved over here to the north, to Army Group North. Have it then put into, like, essentially like a siege corps, pretty much. Like, give that super heavy artillery to that one corps, and really have it made available for the siege of Leningrad, really. Securing Leningrad is going to be quite the priority. If we can take Leningrad, then we have a great place to work with. It also does link us up to the Finnish over there, which is quite nice. And it gives us that ability to get that supply and fuel moving there. The Finns aren't active as of yet. They will be in the short future. Let's just take a look then. So we do have these forces aren't active as of yet. We do have these forces over here. Second Army is not too far away. I think it's Second Army over here. Okay, not too far from being active. Our group center over there. Okay, these forces over here. Right, let's go ahead and get these rail lines moved up. Yeah, if only we could move the rail lines that bit faster over here in the center, it'd be nice. But it's a slow pace. Slow pace, but it's a lot faster when you have Brest-Litovsk. If you don't get Brest-Litovsk, it's pretty awful. You kind of have to suck some lemons for a while, to be honest. And we do have ability, and I could potentially use the Junker 52/Freeze to actually get the fuel moved over here. I mean, it depends, really. Pskov is one of those that you'd like to be able to take it sooner rather than later, but it can be taken. But it's one of those where it allows you to then move on pretty quickly. But it's only turn 2. We're not doing bad. We could obviously keep on moving here. I could potentially have the actual fuel flown into the Panzers after they made their move. Obviously, it increases the distance. And, well, I'd have to get the airfields moving up. It's a possibility for us there. Hey, did that honestly be good to have you, my friend? Okay. Let's take a look then. So we moved 2 of the rail lines here. Let me see. Is it Shift 9? Is it Shift 9? Is it Control 9? Control 9? Yeah, there we go. So that's highlighted. So let's see over here then. Now, it looks like I have to go to Kaunas and then go this way. I think. Yeah, Kaunas and then this way. Okay. Not exactly ideal. But I think what I'm going to do then is actually run the rail line up here in the center. Well, kind of like this railroad over here. Though in fairness, I mean, this is the problem here. It's one of those of you've got to move that rail line over there. But it does make me wonder sometimes, would it have been worthwhile to potentially have that rail line redeployed to the north, or have that one redeployed to the north, perhaps? This one should make good progress. I could potentially have it just aimed directly towards Minsk, but then you kind of head in this way, which is not bad. It's not awful. We need to have the rail lines really go deeper rather than wider. We need more depth rather than width, I suppose you could say. Width will come later, but I think that's not too bad. I mean, at least then we have the forces over here that are going to be well supported. Yeah, that's it, isn't it, really? They really can't, because it just takes so long to get there to Minsk. It's like, it's so far. And it's far here as well. At least with this rail line over here, we could have a second rail line moving this way. It's better to have, like, 2 rail engineers work on separate lines than the same line, because they're just not getting that much value out of that. Right, so let's see here then. So I need to obviously take that. If I go ahead, is it Shift N? Shift K? Yeah, we go, Shift K. Right, so of course we do need to go ahead and actually garrison set places. So... let's see. So they can't move all that way yet. So you could actually move there, that's really cool. Oh, there we go, that's all we needed anyway. Oh, that's awesome, man. Cool, cool. I like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll fulfill the garrison requirements. That's good, Ben, because it allows me to actually have that security division move straight on over here to Vilnius, which I'm obviously butchering the pronunciation of, but we could do that. We haven't captured that many cities as of yet. We do have Tarnopol over here. But beyond that, not that many. Riga, Kaunas, Vilnius, obviously Minsk will be ours next turn. I'll probably have the actual division move on towards, like, Minsk, and then I could actually have these guys just take care of these cities over here. Riga could be taken care of as well by the security divisions out this way. Yeah, okay. Right, let's see. The army over here should make quick work of these guys. We're going to be quite aggressive with them, really. Right, let's get security forces moving out. Okay. So if I wanted you to move to Minsk, you'd go that way. Okay. Bear that in mind. We do have the infantry that does need to be shifted. I still have that reserve. We do have these additional forces. We also do have a 207th over here that I can use, which is nice. Yeah, 207th, 285th, 281st there. So we do have a couple of them. We do have these forces here. So essentially what we're going to be doing then is moving the infantry up. We'll move the infantry up as far as we can and then have the panzers move, really. That's going to be the way we go with it. We do need to try and secure as much in the way of actual fuel centers as we can, frankly. Which is easier said than done, because there's not really that many out here that have that. But any sort of fuel, any sort of oil, sorry, any sort of like supply would be really good, really important for us to actually be able to take into our possession. Ports is something that I need, yeah, like over here, 5k, 5k. Yeah, I need to really go ahead and double check the manual regards in ports, really. Most of the airfields, I think, are out of range. We could potentially go for it, but I think the vast majority, if not all of them, are actually out of range right now. Yeah, they're pretty much out of range right now. We'll go for another round of reconnaissance and... whoops. We'll go for another round of reconnaissance, and then what we'll do then is we'll shift the airfields up. What I might go ahead and do is actually just turn off ground support this turn, and I think that'd be worthwhile doing. I don't think we need the ground support for a little while anyhow. Let's see, where's our doctrine? That's reinforcements. Oh, there we go, there's doctrine, right. So... oh, there we go, ground support off, okay. So turn the ground support off for the time being, then. It is good, but I don't think we need it right now. We still have the force necessary to break through where we wish to, which is good news. Right, let's go ahead and get these rails then. So, done there. Need to get this sorted. I think this might be where we start then to begin with. Right, they can be shifted up over that way. Have them shifted up over here then. Right. What we need to do then is assign all of the actual construction units to the actual army headquarters, the army group headquarters, and have them do a lot of work. Or even the armies themselves wouldn't be a bad idea. A couple of them being assigned would be nice. Like, the issue is they're working on units like this, and it's like, well, rails like this, and it's like, well, the hell does it matter? This is where we need to tell them, like, return to headquarters and try to, like, force them to work on certain rails that we want. Okay. Right. That can be dealt with very easily. Issues it's going to bloody use up movement and points, though, which is not too fun. Okay, if we take a look over here, then we have a 19 core headquarters there. I really miss that from More in the West now, when it actually gave you like a rough idea of the actual combat values there. My favourite activity, mopping up pockets, yeah, indeed. It's always very therapeutic, isn't it? We'll go for the hasty attacks. Yeah, they shattered and they surrendered. Surrendered would have been better. They'll round, okay. Not great, I'd rather have other results. Clear terrain there, clear terrain there, okay. They get out of dodge. Yeah, I know. Issues, it just doesn't matter that much. They'll be back in greater numbers. Alright, let's see. I might as well make economic use of the movement here. Okay, surrendered. Good. Okay, they'll hold there. So we'll leave it another turn then, unless we bring up the forces. Right, let's see. So this calls more or less like clean up then. See, it might have been an idea to have that corps begin to move north, but then I think we need to deal with this as quickly as possible. A hasty attack should do that, to be honest. I'm going to keep using hasty attacks. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it'd be nice if you had a bit more say about the captured equipment, really. The good news is we do not need an entire army to do this. On the previous difficulties, I absolutely bloody did. Which was rough. Right. That's awkward. Yeah, that's always a problem there. Might as well have you move up there. Definitely a waste there, but has to be done. Issues is zone of controls, it's just, yeah, awful. It will not take long, which is great. Obviously, the longer they last, the weaker they become anyway. Have them move back towards the rail lines, actually. Might as well have them a little bit closer to supply. Yeah, we'll have to deal with these. What I'll do then is just use 2 cores in this. Well, essentially it's like 3 cores really, because obviously one of the cores is like 2 divisions, the other core is like 2 divisions. So we'll have the 3 cores, and then obviously the core that isn't used, we'll have move the hell out of here. Get them moving towards the front, really. Okay. Right, moving this to take those hexes. I can use the forces over here then to help out with that. Motorized. Oh, the one over here, yeah, the BLeAcHACiD, I don't know if you really pronounce that. Motorized brigade over there, indeed. So we can make use of that. Okay. So I do have these divisions here. Now, I think it'd be probably worthwhile actually having them shifted using rail, perhaps. We could march them slowly. We do have a couple divisions over here as well, actually. So let's see, these divisions over here. I love the fact they have the French armored cars. Love that. Right. Experience says 80, morale's 80, so they're pretty good to go. But I don't need to get these guys moving as of yet. We do have additional reserves as well, actually. I think what we'll do then is we'll do something a little bit bigger picture here, first and foremost. Oh god, I almost forgot. Watch it now, it'll crash on me, I guarantee it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Good game. There we go. Perfect. That would have been annoying. Okay, so we have that going for us. So I do have the divisions over here that can round this up pretty quick. But then again, in fact, this is it, isn't it, really? These guys are closer to the front. I might as well get them marching to said front rather than wasting their time here. We need to get them moving up here. These guys are in the unfortunate position of having to deal with... Then again, actually, fortunate position, I suppose. They're going up against, like, divisions and formations that are being starved of said supply. Yeah, I guess I will use these guys then. It should be fairly easy, to be honest. Then it allows those guys to carry on moving, which I'm fine with. It's a little bit irritating, but at least I'm closer to the rail line over here as well then, so that's nice. Right, we'll solve that. NKVD gone. Yeah, every one of them surrendered actually, which is not too bad. I'll just go over there where we actually have the rail lines to work with. Right, there we go. And doing there, many yellow. I picked up this game and got maybe 6 weeks in and first certain I've already lost. Oh, bloody hell. I'm sure you'll be alright. You can recover. I'm sure you can recover. That did make me laugh. Right, I'm going to have a lot of these actual construction units return to headquarters, to be honest. They're attached to Army Group South. Why the hell is that one all the freaking way over there? Like, what the hell's going on there? That's ridiculous. Crackers. Right, return to your headquarters. I'm not going to have none of this nonsense. We need to have them actually deployed where we want them to be deployed, not here. I don't need rail lines here. Right. Hey, Dimmerboken, good to have you, my friend. I hope you're feeling well today. Pretty well so far. We did get what we wanted in the first turn, which was really awesome. So we're just wrapping things up in the center here with a little bit of pocket elimination. What we're going to do then is just keep forces moving up as quickly as possible, frankly. Keep things a rolling. So let's see. I mean, this is it. I could use this division over here to actually flip over this area over here. But that would be a waste there. We're just playing it on normal, really. We've given the AI additional administration points. And this is the issue we've done in the past where we've tried to really beef them up, but it doesn't make them play any smarter. We'll still have a chance to lose it, of course. And we'll see. We might be able to like alter things as we go on, really. But this is it. I suppose I could call this like the game for preparation 1v East 2, whenever that is. But I think after this we'll probably do like a War in the West campaign. I think I might do like a War in the West campaign at the same sort of time, actually. But I might see if I can actually find like a play-by-email opponent. I think that might be the best way to go about that sort of game, really. It would be very interesting. It would be really something different, actually, because I've never done a play-by-email in one of the... Actually, no, I did do a one... I joined in one of the East, but I've never done one on one of the West. Yeah, difficult is only buffing on nerf and stats. That's it, isn't it, really? That's the problem there. Okay. So I need this over here, but I'd rather not move any units over here to actually take that hex. But we are going to have to move this way. Yeah, War in the West, it's certainly interesting. It would be a great idea to actually learn how to play said game before War in the West, one of these two comes out. Right, well actually in fairness, I do have this unit over here. It is actually an overburdened. I might just want to deal with this quickly. I mean, you've already got units right next door. I know, but I'd rather use units from the rear. It's one of those things you're really tired that you end up getting into the habit of doing so. Should you do a play-by-email with this game? Quick pace and one in Pacific, so you might be able to finish a game within your life. Well, that's it, actually, yeah. God, that hurts. Yeah, you're right there. I think one of the ways I do a play-by-email. I think it's got... It's just obviously the deeper mechanics that really would make for a more... and then it holds it out pretty damn well, aren't they? God damn. Now, you go back. Yeah, we'll take care of this. I think it's the fact that they're across the river there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus. How are they struggling so much in that? What the hell? I'm thinking, oh, it'll only take 2 seconds, we'll be able to clear it up. I should have just gone over here to the north, actually. This is what I get for not really looking at it properly. Yeah, there we go. Should have done that properly and I would have had more. Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the last save. I know it's a bit cheaty, but I think we've earned that. Okay, that's not too unexpected. This is why we save all the time. I think I'd rather not waste those divisions movements there for one rifle there. Can we go and recruit the prisoners? Yeah, that'd be nice. Get them in there sooner rather than later. Okay. What the hell is with that one? Like, what is going on there? Why is that so goddamn tough? What the fuck? It's a good division, fair enough, but I'm just quite shocked. Okay. Christ. Right, okay, let's go for... I mean, then again, these aren't the most powerful divisions yet, are they? Yeah, even with a planned attack, they held there. A couple of them there. Okay, fair enough. At least it makes it easy for the cleanup over here. Yeah, there we go. Shattered. Yeah, no, like, surrender! Why haven't you surrendered? I couldn't believe it with one of the West last night. That did not go well there. That did not go well. I was pretty damn rusty, man. And doing that, Diana? All my granddads and great-granddads are in the NKVD, later KGB. Now reaching peak velocity in their graves. Jesus Christ. And good to have you, by the way. Okay, we'll go with 2 hasties there to make sure it happens. Of course not. Yeah. Right, okay. God damn, they are surprisingly tough in the forest, it seems. They're not the greatest divisions, and I think that's obviously given us problems there. 7 used to bloody one the west now. I'm thinking, well, we've got enough power here, but no. Right, we'll have them move over here to where the actual rail line is. Ah, I see, that's why it might be a little bit overburnt there. Okay, that's fine. Well, we've got them there. That's fine, we'll manage it. Okay. I mean, in fairness, you could leave them and let them suffer enough. Well, let them wither on the vine a little bit longer. It's absolutely viable. Okay. Yeah. So we have these rail lines over here. I mean, that's not too bad actually connecting it up there, but it's not essential, but it's not a bad usage. I'd rather have it working there, but then again, this is not too bad. And we're going to really figure out where we want to have the rail lines, but this is where we need them moving along here. But then again, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, sorry. So I guess it's really here in the center where I need them to, like, kind of like, I don't know, more so in this area, get that rail line moving, get that linked up sort of thing. The south is another, I mean, the south arguably could be the biggest one there for rails. Minsk line over here can be done. It's an odd position we have to be in.